Have you ever felt so down that pain was your best friend and death seemed like a myth, but to you that is freedom? It all started as a movie. The twists and turns in it. He was the center of attraction, fighting against the odds to be the even one, and not gravity could pull him down. His thoughts live in outer space. Anytime he has nightmares, it is because he daydreams a lot. He tries to keep up his pace till he crosses the finish line. If poverty were blessings, he won't wish for a dime. Cause if wishes were horses, then he has a stable mind. Fast forward, he reaches out to the bartender for a couple of shots of tequila with lime. He doesn't care what tomorrow holds, so he just burns up his worries like cigar. You could call him the most high, cause very soon you get married to Joanna. Fast forward, he drops down to his knees, takes an L and puts aside his ego. He rearranges his ego just like Lego. He has to live before he dies. He has a battle to fight, and so he says a prayer to his Father. Dear God who art in heaven, hear the cry of thy servant, for I cry out for a place of haven, bonded and stranded in this dungeon of tribulations. Hear my cry, O God. Dear God who art in heaven, hear the cry of thy servant, for I use this poem as a canvas to draw your attention. Dear God who art in heaven, hear the cry of thy servant, for I was locked up in the cells of hell, and not even Gareth could grant me bail. Dear God who art in heaven, hear the cry of thy servant. Oh Heavenly Father, listen to me, for this is your Son. When sinking in sin, your love came reaching in. Every sin was erased. I stood there amazed of how this love keeps record of no wrong, but always keeps you in its warmth. A love so calm, wrapping you in its arms. Oh sweet Jesus, I want to walk with you down the aisle, for I know you are the Elohim. You are the God of all pronouns. You cease not to amaze me in this maze that I am. I know that you are the I am. You are Yahweh, so you will never leave me alone to go my way. And just like Gino, I know you truly care. You will not leave me on this lonely road. You are going to take me to an expected end. I know we'll make it to the 9th hour without making a wrong turn for the culture. And so I stand here amazed of how your love is beautiful and how your love keeps me going. Selah. Could this be love? This is where our paths crossed. Here are the crossroads. Sometimes love is supposed to be a verb or a reverb. Love is supposed to be a verb, something that you and I should be doing, and something that should not cause us problems. Love is supposed to be a reverb. Listen to the rhythms of this beat. Let it sink deep into your soul. As I stand here on my feet, listen to me as I speak to you, and let these words go deep down into your heart. I'm not necessarily of a love poet, but I'll write this in Braille so that you can read it in clear sight. This is love at first sight. Sometimes love is like algebra. Have you ever looked at your ex and wondered why? This is love. You could ask yourself, could this be love? Listening to the famous words of Bob Marley echoing down your voice, and you wonder, could this be love? You were the one I gave my heart to make a family tree, so what would I hurt you for? When you secretly met up with my guys and gave them high five, 6 minus 7, I ate to be the negative one. I pray the 9th hour doesn't get caught up with us. I pray we make it to our final destination without a wrong turn. And now that we are here at the right place, spending time with somebody else, and I'm wishing that she was you. Any girl can be fine, but not any girl can be in tune. And you're so in fine and you understand me, and I'll tell you that I'll make you laugh, and you tell me that you can't stand me. Dreams of us on a vacation in Miami, you seated on my couch, just in my arm. I'll go the ends of this world. I will be your shoulder. I'll be your shoulder to lean on. I'll be your soldier. For your sake, I can be in this army. Then later we can take off trips going back to Miami, because I am bringing this heat to your city. And so relax and listen to this poem. Let it get deep down into your heart. I am not a love poet necessarily, but I'll write these words so clear for you that when you read them, those wide eyes and those pretty smiles of yours would come out crystal clear, and you realize that this is pure love. You realize that this is not a felony. This is pure love, and this is love brewed from its finest source. So I want you to just take a deep breath, relax, and go on this journey with me for the culture.
for the culture. Wow. Hope the da poet.
Yes.
Not saying da. Hope da
Da poet.
poet. Why da? D-A.
Just for the sake of rap, let's say rap has influenced my ability to do poetry, so I just needed to fuse a little bit of that into the stage name.
So who's your favorite rap artist?
Sarkodie.
Sarkodie.
Yeah.
That's Ghana for us.
Exactly.
Yup. And then in the foreign field, in the foreign arena.
In the foreign field, my favorite rapper is Kanye West. Yeah.
I'm asking this because of some of the lyrics I am hearing.
Yeah.
I was fusing it to Eminem, but I am hearing a lot of Kanye because of some of the things he has been through.
Yeah.
Are you writing out of some of the things you have been through?
Not necessarily, but yeah, to a large extent, some of the things I've been through. So I convey my feelings into my poems and I put it out there for people who can also relate.
You are not necessarily a love poet, but you're writing this for the love of your life. Is this for the love of your life?
Exactly.
Oh.
I hope one day she gets to hear it.
One day she gets to hear it.
Exactly.
Well, on this platform, definitely, I'm sure she'll definitely get to hear it.
For sure.
What is your topmost inspiration?
For me, what brings me inspiration is basically friends, family. They are my biggest source of inspiration. When I look at them, it reminds me that I do not have to fail. I need to keep pushing, doing the art, and go to the top.
How many of our spoken word poets do you know? And which one of them pushes you more to get to the top?
All right, so I know the popular Apioko, I know of Sir Black of Ehalakasa, I know of Jewel King Speaks, I know of Owusua, I know of Donne Rhymes, Alpha Ego. There are a lot. The list
You got
is,
your game on. You
exactly,
got your game on.
The list is long, but the one person that pushes me to do poetry and not stop as Jewel King Speaks. He pushes me every time, tells me keep writing, keep rehearsing, bring your A game on and don't stop.
Who would you want to collaborate with?
Oh, a poet?
Yes.
All right, so most definitely Jewel King Speaks. Yeah.
And do you rap? Because you said rap is your topmost inspiration.
Yeah, I do rap. Not my personal. I've not written any rap, but I rap to other songs from other artists. Yeah.
Right. How many platforms would you want to reach? And if you would want to reach there, by what means? That is, if you're not under management.
All right, so for now, with the platforms I want to get to, I'm looking at like probably one day playing a show at the O2, a poetry show, which I mean, there's none that's been held so far. But if I'm not under management, that might be a bit difficult. But if I'm under management, I know resources is going to come in and we'll be able to get to the top.
Where do you think we stand as Ghanaians when it comes to our poetry, especially spoken word poetry?
I think it's on the rise to becoming the new gospel truth. People are gradually appreciating spoken word, but it's not widely appreciated. Looking at looking at our culture when it comes to like towards entertainment. In the Western world, poetry is viewed as some sort of genre for like the wealthy ones, the luxurious ones. But here, no one really has time for
We are not
poetry.
accepting it.
We are accepting it, but not to a large extent. Yeah.
What do you think we can do?
So what we can do is to liaise better with the entertainment industry, and they accepting the spoken word genre better into the industry, and we doing more collaborations. And also, spoken word artists have a job to do by putting out quality content and doing more shows, and that way we can get the people to buy into it and love it.
Hope the poet, can you do something off your head for me?
Off my head?
Yes, 2
All
lines
right.
or 3 lines.
Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. Let's do this. So we always go to funerals, and every time we sit there, we observe 1 minute of silence. But behind that 1 minute of silence, there is a sigh. And so if you take your glasses off, I mean, if you look into your lens, you realize you've just observed a moment of silence.
Oh, That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is Hope the Poet. And how can I reach you via social media or any number if I want you to perform for me or somebody wants to perform for he or she out there?
All right, so you can reach me via Twitter at I am Hope the Poet, and on Instagram it's Hope the Poet. They're all in small cases, so you can just type that into your search box and you get me. If you want to reach me via WhatsApp, the number is 020-082-9929.
020
082-9929.